ladies and gentlemen. How is everybody doing today? We got so much to talk about. There I am. We have so much to talk about. I have a great guest, one of my colleagues. I can't wait to bring him on. There's so much to talk about. We're 8-4, ladies and gentlemen. We have beaten the Miami Dolphins, but at what cost? We will talk about that right after this. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Before I bring in my guest, I just want to acknowledge, excuse me for the fuzziness there. I just want to acknowledge my boy, Kalen, from Shifty's 49ers Talk. I just want to acknowledge him. This guy works hard, puts a lot of effort into his channel. Well, today, he had 900 subscribers. 900. And in a matter of a couple of hours, he gained a little bit over 100 subscribers. A couple of hundred subscribers, right? More than 100 subscribers in a couple of hours. So congratulations to my boy, Shifty. I applaud you. I applaud you. With that said, let me go ahead and bring in my boy, no further ado, my brother Ryan for No Border Sports. I love this guy. Let's have some fun and let's talk some 49er football. What is going on, Ryan? How you doing, sir?
What up, what up, what up? Great after that win.
Hey, a dub is a dub, man. So let me acknowledge some people real quick before we move on. I just want to acknowledge Shifty, which I just did. Congratulations. We have Don in the house. How you doing, Don? Welcome. We got Wolf. How you doing, Wolf? Welcome, welcome, brother. My boy Javier Rios is in the house. Welcome. Let's see. We have Alfonso in the house coming from our Facebook page or group. Welcome. We got Nick from our YouTube channel. Welcome. We got Christian Carver. Welcome, welcome. Let's see here. So, Ryan.
Yeah.
We got a W. And we won. But at what cost, my friend?
Yeah. Well, time will only tell at what cost. You know what I mean? We obviously saw Brock Purdy. Now, see, I wasn't expecting him to do as much as he did today, and he did it well. I would expect him to do better next week when he's had a week with the ones. He's had a game plan been built around him, essentially, hopefully. Stuff like that. And who knows what we'll see. Their defense isn't the greatest, which is, isn't a good thing because we can't judge it very well. So it is what it is. I think there's a path. I think there's a path still. And if maybe Trey Lance can come back in, I think we got something.
Yeah, they said Kyle Shanahan. Now this might change the whole trajectory of things, but he said that Lance was not ready to come back this year. But if we can ride Purley just into the playoffs. And then maybe bring in Lance. That's a food for thought, definitely for a discussion. But this is a great roster. It is. Listen, for all the Jimmy haters, and I don't hate Jimmy. I'm not a big Jimmy fan. I love Trey Lance. But for all the haters of Jimmy that wanted Jimmy out, that said Jimmy was garbage, you're going to get your wish come true. Now that we're without Jimmy, we're going to see how far we can go. Right, Ryan?
Yep. And I've been one of those people. But I didn't want to see Jimmy go like this. I think, it's kind of sad. He did a great job lately. He'd been playing, I'd say, A- Jimmy Garoppolo ball. For his standard, I think he was playing a very high standard of ball for him. You know what I mean? And it's just sad to see him. I don't like when anybody snaps bones. Either that or it's a totally ligament that's gone that needs to be surgically repaired.
Yeah, his foot. Yeah, when they say he's done for the season.
Well, when it went under and it made that movement to the side, and then it was brought up, it still stayed where it was. It didn't come back.
Oh, okay.
And that just means that it's busted. You know what I mean? It's not coming back to center. It's not resetting. Then it's yeah.
I love
only reset to go stand on it.
I love what Randy says here: faith over fear, pendejos. If a translation, faith over fear, dummies. So that's pretty awesome. I love it. Yeah, we're gonna find out what this team is made of. We're gonna find out about Kyle Shanahan a little bit more. We're gonna find out about this run game. We're gonna find out about D'Amico Ryans and his defense. The good thing is I saw and I continue to fall in love with the running of one Jordan Mason. When he was called upon, he did not disappoint at all to me. He did what he had to do. Imagine if you put him more and more into the lineup, and he will, because now with Brock Purdy, that Kyle is really going to go deep into his run game and trying to do it that way to set up the play action to help up the young quarterback out. And they're going to rely a lot on that defense. The Miami Dolphins are not a great defense, but they're not bad either. And Brock did pretty good, although you can say that they were not prepared for him. They didn't see film on him. Tampa Bay might be a different story, right? I can't hear you, Ryan. I think I lost Ryan, at least vocally. I saw him doing something with his phone. I thought he was trying to catch internet. You want to? Christian says, do you think we should sign an experienced backup quarterback? We were looking into that. Matter of fact, my boy Shifty on his live, he was looking at the available quarterbacks out there. Who's out there available? And we'll wait for my boy to come back in a minute. So he was looking at which quarterbacks are out there available to come in. And they're not that many. So losing Jimmy is a big, big devastation to this team. Can we ride the coattails of our defense? Can we ride the coattail of the run game? But there's no quarterbacks out there. Some people say Ryan Fitzpatrick. But Ryan Fitzpatrick looks overweight on Thursday Night Football. Drew Brees, I don't know if he would. I think he's still under contract with the Saints, Randy. Even though Drew Brees retired, he's still under contract with the Saints. So if we brought in Drew Brees, we would have to give trade capital for him. And I don't know if the Niners are willing to do that for one remaining season, depending on what the Saints would want. And I can imagine they would want a lot. It's going to be tough, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be tough to truly see what the Niners are going to do without Jimmy Garoppolo. Can the defense continue to step up? Can the run game? We're going to have to depend a lot on Jordan Mason, and I love what I saw in Jordan Mason. I love his running ability. We got to see more of Jordan Mason. We got to see more of TDP. Come on, TDP. You got to step up, brother. Bring in Tevin Coleman. And we already know what we have with Christian McCaffrey. But we can't start airing it out with Brock Purdy because he doesn't have the arm. You think Jimmy G's arm is weak? You think his arm is weak? Oh my goodness. The arm of Brock is that much worse. Let's get Kaepernick. Ah, man. I didn't even think about Kaepernick. What shape is he in? What shape is he in? And at this point, oh my goodness, Kaepernick. That's an interesting question there, Big Daddy and Matthew Navarro. Maybe Brock Purdy was the Nick Foles kind of year. What was the name of the quarterback of the not the Raiders, but the Rams? Kurt Warner. I'm not saying Brock Purdy is going to be a freaking Hall of Fame like Kurt Warner, but can we have a Kurt Warner type of season? Him coming in, taking over? That'll be interesting to see. All right, let's see if he's back in. Let me try to bring him back in real quick. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Let me read this real quick. Hold on, Ryan. We could have Baltimore type of D from the 2000s when Trent Dilfer rode on the defense. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Let me bring him back, my boy. Ryan. Ryan, you back?
Yeah, what's up?
All right, good. I lost you. I lost your audio. We saw you, but we lost your audio.
I tried to figure out how to get in there, and it was giving me issues.
But you're good to go now. Waddle and Hill are nice, but I will say their team kind of got exposed today. Well, we knew this. Tua is not that good when pressure is in his face. If you look at the opposing defenses that have played the Miami Dolphins in the last few games, were not very scary defenses. They were not one of those defenses that imposes their will. He got a taste of that today. And he was throwing some crazy air balls, right, Ryan? I mean, Tua did not look like himself. I know the receivers let him down as well. I agree with you, but a lot of those throws were way over the head of the receivers.
He was scared.
Yeah, in a nutshell.
They got to him early, and they were not letting up. And he heard footsteps all game.
Yes, he was definitely, and that's what I wanted. And congratulations, man. Congratulations to Nick Bosa. 2 sacks, pressured. That fumble, that caused a fumble that was recovered by Greenlaw for the touchdown. Great. And then not only that, but that interception, I believe, to Jimmy Ward. This guy right here. Welcome back, my friend, Mr. Eric Armstead. Welcome back. You felt his presence immediately in that defense. I hope the Ridgeway is okay. I know he got hurt a little bit towards the end. How much can we write this defense, Ryan? Can we write this defense all the way out with this young rookie quarterback?
I think if we can put up over 20 points a game with Purdy, I think we can.
And people, like I was telling my wife earlier today, because he said, like, my wife was like, he kind of looks like he's off with the receiver. I go, well, listen, I go, he's a backup quarterback. I go, because she knows about football, but not too much. I told her, listen, a starting quarterback gets all the reps with their starting receivers and tight ends. Backups, I don't care who you are. Now, when you have experience as a backup, it favors you a little bit better to know what to do. But when you have a rookie, there's no chemistry. Now that he's taking over and he builds, I'm not saying he's going to be all that, but he can build that chemistry. If you like what you saw today, even if he's not great, he has to be better going forward because he's going to start practicing with the number ones, right?
Yes and no. Because
okay.
You also have to understand Kyle's in the mix, okay?
Yeah.
So Kyle might go, oh, hey, you did this, so I'm just going to, I don't know. Sometimes I think he just thinks people are just going to be able to do it because he thinks it. So we'll see. Because look what he did with look how comfortable he felt with Mullins. CJ Beathard. Like, he's like, let's go. These are my guys. Let's just start throwing the ball down the field. And that's not what Brock Purdy is.
No.
I want to see boots with different levels of routes for him to pick from. And he better start getting good with the gadgets. Or, certain things, or making people believe there's a gadget and then going against it. You know what I mean? And using it to just get the ball to, somebody they're not expecting, like Dwelly or, Juwan Jennings, even though he's going to start hitting everybody's radar here pretty soon. Just somebody like that, Croft, you know what I mean? Get somebody the ball who'll they'll never expect.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see what happens going forward. You're right. Brock Purdy is not the type of quarterback who's going to be airing it out and getting the ball out of his hand quickly like Jimmy G. He's going to be like a deer in the headlights with these, like Tampa Bay coming in. Tampa Bay is a way better defense than Miami is. They know this guy's a rookie. They're going to try to do what they can to disrupt him. Now, what I do like about Brock, though, as the game went on, Ryan, he seemed to get more comfortable. He got more comfortable. It's kind of like the jitters kind of were leaving him, and he started to play better. That's a good sign until he gets knocked on his ass. But that looks like a good sign. So hopefully now with a week, he started, he got a W, and all those points other than the Greenlaw play were by the offense, which was Brock. Because if I'm not mistaken, Jimmy had no points today.
So one thing I'm thinking is going forward, there's two people who need a lot of reps in practice, and that's Brock Purdy and that's Jordan Mason. The way that I see it is CMC's kind of banged up, okay? And in case we need him, I don't really want him out there that much. Like, he can be suiting up and all that stuff, but let's just rest the guy a little bit. You know what I mean? Give him a couple choice plays or something. Bring him in on third down to be an out for Purdy. You know what I mean? Get the balls in his hand, on the pass play. Let's rest him up a little bit, so if we need to in the playoffs, we can run our outside zone, 45 times, and Brock Purdy can only drop back 8. You know what I mean? So I want Jordan Mason taking most of the reps. Not only do I have confidence in him, but I think if you're going to give up Trey Sermon and keep Jordan Mason on the team, you might as well just use him. I mean, how many people are fresh out of the gate right now? Jordan Mason's fresh. Tevin Coleman's fresh. That's the only people we have in the backfield who are fresh. Everybody else, wait, no, TDP. Even
Yeah.
though he might be a little, he might, I
He
don't know.
he
Is
was
he
a
still
healthy
a break?
scratch today because he was active.
Okay, okay, healthy scratch. So I just would rather put the ball in Mason's hands than TDP's. I would trust Tevin Coleman over TDP too.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, I think that's what we need to do going forward is rest some of our playmakers like CMC. Make sure you give some of the young bucks like Jordan Mason and Brock Purdy, some good quality practice time. Not necessarily too much, but make sure that they get the practice catered to them, kind of.
Yeah, and I agree
Everybody
with.
else.
And I agree with you, Ryan. Sorry to interrupt. I agree with you 100%. They should. But Kyle, he trusts his vets, okay? Kyle, he's not only is he not going to rest CMC as he should, but he's going to ride him and ride him hard, more. Opposite effect. Not that, and I agree with what you're saying, rest it, but because he depends, because now he can't put his dependency on the quarterback. He's going to do it on Debo, and he's going to do it on CMC. So as I agree with you, they should kind of monitor the passes and plays to CMC and give Jordan more runs. But Kyle's stubborn than you can be, bro. He's going to use CMC, and I hope he doesn't get him hurt.
Hey, think about this. Let's take Brock Purdy out on certain plays. Let's have a wildcat package. CMC, Jordan Mason, Kyle's huge check. You know what
I
I'm
like
saying?
that.
Well, you know what I mean?
I like that.
Mess around and find out. You got weapons. Weapons.
Yeah, somebody said earlier about bringing in that tight end from the Saints, but I tell people this: the trade deadline's over. You can't trade for no one. They have to be cut, or they have to be on somebody's practice squad, or it has to be a free agent in order for you to bring him in.
No.
You can't bring nobody's that are active or on the roster. You can't trade for them. That part is coming gone.
And the Saints would be stupid to cut him for no reason right now.
No, you're right. But the Saints would take some draft capital for him. But
They can't.
for Taysom Hill is who I was talking about.
Yeah, but they can't. So they can't take draft capital because that would be a trade. And
Yes.
they wouldn't cut him for any reason because if Andy Dalton gets hurt, he's their backup quarterback,
Yep.
as far as I know.
Let's see who are the. Cam Newton is out there, available.
No.
I'm just mentioning names. Cam Newton.
No, I got you.
Tyrod Taylor's available.
Tyrod Taylor?
Yeah.
Oh, let's get Tyrod in here.
Or is he? Wait a minute. Maybe I'm jumping the gun.
I don't know.
Taylor, American. I said available. Hold on. No, I'm sorry. He's with the Giants.
Yeah.
He's with the Giants.
Yeah.
I'm like, ooh, he's somebody we can bring in. Mentioned you. I think you mentioned Ryan Fitzpatrick, but I don't know, man. Too much bacon around his belly.
Yeah, but it's his arm that I care about.
Really, huh?
Yeah.
If anything, we don't have to worry about him going down.
That dude can sling it. That dude can sling it. He sells out to the team. You know what I mean? Like, he is just all for the team no matter what. He could throw 4 touchdowns or throw 4 interceptions, and he still believes he's got dimes in his pocket, and he's not scared. So he's almost, not that I want a lot of interceptions, but what I'm saying is like Jimmy's scared to throw him. This guy's scared to do nothing but. And with our guys, I'm willing to think that if he's throwing a deep bomb to Brandon Ayuk, I'm willing to bet on Brandon Ayuk, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Trying to look
okay,
at...
so the Cowboys or the New England, or not New England. Oh my gosh. Indianapolis Colts are marching on the Dallas Cowboys here. They've crossed their 50 on the start on the 40.
That's good. What's the name still out there? Nate Studfield. He played for the Niners.
Yes, he did. He'll probably be here on Monday.
And he's available, and he played for the Niners. And then Ben Kurt, he was on the roster, and then we let him go.
We fully paid Sherfield already. Or not Sherfield, but Sudfeld.
Yeah.
Wait, Sherfield.
No, Sherfield's a receiver for the Miami Dolphins.
So Sudfeld, we've already paid his full contract this year. We're gonna if he comes in, we have to pay him twice.
Yeah. But at this point, he knows the offense. He knows Kyle's offense. You can definitely bring him in and plug him in, even as a backup to Brock for now.
Yeah, which I think is how you should play it, because it's I don't know. Even though I'm sure Kyle's favorite move.
Yeah,
Kyle finds a bet that he likes, and then immediately brings them up and starts them.
Well, I think we should make Jordan Mason our number one running back, and then have CMC be the quarterback. We know he can throw deep. He threw it to Debo. Joking.
Yeah.
I'm joking. I'm joking. Andrew Luck. No, Andrew Luck, he's retired. Phillips, possibility he's retired. But people forget Drew Brees is under contract with the Saints. He just retired, but he's under contract. So if we bring him in, he's going to cost a trade capital, and I don't know if the Niners want to do that.
I don't know if they can.
Or if they, yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure they can, but I mean, they have some draft capital.
Trade deadline.
Well, no, he's Drew's retired, remember? So, wait a minute. You're right. You have to trade for him. You got it. I got you. I'm a little slow.
You got to give up capital. The only way
if you got to give capital, you're trading for him. He's retired but if you, in order to get him, it's a trade. So you're right. He's out of the question. Very good point there, Ryan. Very good point. So, what are the Niners? What are your thoughts? I mean, we're not putting. He's not the future, but what are your thoughts on what you saw of Brock?
I got an idea.
What's that?
Tom Brady tanks so bad next week that Tampa Bay gets rid of him completely, and then the 49ers sign him. They did it to Christian McCaffrey. Why not Tom Brady right now? I'm joking.
I know. And we can't say that about Aaron, because he won today over the Bears in a comeback game. So it's going to be interesting to see.
Aaron Rodgers had to split the season with the Bears only because of a game-winning drive. That is such a good explanation of his season.
Yep. Man, I'm happy for this win. I'm excited that we beat Miami after all the hype, especially that first broken coverage to start the game that went for a touchdown. I was like, holy crap. But believe it or not, even though we gave up that big play, I've always had faith in DeMeco Ryans. I said, okay, I need to see two of those for me to know that this is going to be a trend. DeMeco's going to settle down, and he did. And yeah, the 1-2 Hill was a broken coverage by Mr. Hufanga. Hufanga blew that one for that touchdown to Hill because he was supposed to go deep. Because that's why Charvarius Ward let him go, because he thought he had help, which should have been Hufanga. And Hufanga bid on the tight end. And I don't know if you saw DeMeco, but DeMeco was having a nice conversation with Mr. Talanoa Hufanga after that play.
Yeah. Which look, he's young. He's young, and he's almost too smart for his own good right now.
Yeah, he's
You know what
impulsive.
I
Yeah.
mean? Well, he sees everything, even what the offense is trying to show him. You know what I mean? And he he needs to have that sense of, hey, wait, there's something way bigger going on behind me. I need to hesitate on that under stuff just to make sure that they don't get me over the top. And then I can worry about that underneath stuff once it's verified that that's where it's going. You know what I mean? Which I think is fully in this man's capabilities. Like, it's just going to take a little bit of time. And even giving up one play, like, he comes back and makes up for it all the time.
Yep.
Like, in every other he hits people. So, like, people were saying he was slow, and that one touchdown run all the way across the Trent Sherfield one.
Yeah, the very first play.
The very first play, he was closer to the sideline than Trent Sherfield was when the ball was caught. And he was the closest defender to him by the time that Sherfield hit the end zone or the goal line. That means he was faster than even Trent Sherfield on that play. Because he had more ground to take than anybody else essentially that was there, minus a couple of people, especially at the end. Anybody who was at the end had less ground to make up than Hufanga did, and Hufanga caught up. And
Yeah.
I think it's just something in his gut, like, when your pride's about to get hurt. And you're like, not on my watch, and it's like somehow you get kicked into that second gear. You know what I mean? Like, so there was a mother. Okay, or let's start this way. There was a tiger that escaped. It was It was a large cat. I think it was a tiger or it was a lion, something like that.
It was a cat.
It was a large cat. It escaped the zoo in Italy, and well, they found where it was. And when the officers pulled up to the house where it was, they knocked on the door, and a startled young girl opens the door and invites the police officers in. And the police officers ask the mother, "Where's the lion?" And she says, "I don't know what you're talking about." The daughter's like, "It's out in the back." They go out back and they find a lion who is in shock, has like 4 or 5 broken ribs and like some other stuff done to it, right? It's just been beaten badly. Turns out what happened was the little girl was playing out back. The lion jumped in the backyard. The mom came outside, saw the lion, and she beat the crap out of the lion, blacked out, brought the daughter in, and then totally forgot about it. You know what I mean? Just sat there. It was like, no, you're tripping. But the neighbor's like, no, yep, she totally whooped that lion. It's just something, when
She
push
did that
comes to
to
shove.
protect her family?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought she was just being abusive.
No, she thought the lion was trying to go after her daughter, so she like
Wow, that's a mom for you. That's a mom for you.
she charged the lion to get in the way of the lion and the daughter, you know what I mean? And then, just whooped the lion's ass.
You gotta love what's that word I'm looking for? When you're all hyped up, it's a word for it. I can't think of it right now.
Adrenaline?
Yes, you gotta love that. That thing is a real thing, man.
That's what I'm saying. That's what happens with Hufanga. That's why he gets the speeds he is at. And his adrenaline kicks in, the guy can do anything.
Real quick, I want to just somebody mentioned this earlier, and I wanted to confirm he's right. Bosa had 3 sacks today, but Greenlaw was a beast. 7 tackles today and a forced fumble for a touchdown. Jimmy had 4. You know what I mean? But what I wanted to talk about a little bit too is the rushing. McCaffrey was a beast. 17 rushes for 66 yards and 8 receptions for 80 yards and a touchdown. But what I like was Jordan Mason, 8 touches for 51 yards. Now, you might say 51 yards is not a lot, but those were hard down the middle yards that if you continue to implement Jordan Mason in this offense, how good can this kid be, bro?
And, that's just a testament to how good the offensive line was playing.
Yes.
Because the Dolphins knew what we were doing. When Jordan Mason was in, there was no idea about what the Niners' game plan was. It was to try and run the ball, to keep the ball out of Brock Purdy's hands. And he was able to help sustain drives, and the offensive line is what got us to do that, what gave him the hole. You know what I mean? Like, it's Kyle, when you're scared about your quarterback getting rolled up because your right tackle sucks at pass blocking, run the ball.
Yeah, he sucked at A2.
Run the ball.
He
Kyle,
did you see when Brock turned around to try to escape and he ran right into the defender because Mr. McClinchy couldn't do nothing about it?
Well, I didn't see that play, but I was with Ted. Ted explained what he saw.
Okay, what did he see?
McClinchy did get beat to the outside, so he pushed the guy. So the thing is, as a quarterback, you never, as a defensive end, you never want to be deeper than the quarterback for the most part. Because then as an offensive tackle, you never want to be deeper than the quarterback. So if you see him go around you at that point, you just got to push him around you, because once you get deeper, then they cut inside and get immediately to the quarterback. So there's that. But the quarterback, you need to step up and out. Let's step up, and if you have to, you step out. That's just how it goes. When your tackles go back like that, that means step up, and you got a second to figure out where it's going. If not, you need to be figuring out where you're going to be moving.
So that was more Brock's fault.
I would say.
Okay.
Well, especially like if you know McGlinchey, right? If you know McGlinchey, then that's not a good sign. The time is ticking, essentially, before something bad happens. So once you see McGlinchey go that way, you need to be ready to start getting out and because all you're going to do is cause a hold or a sack. Because they're going to hold. They're going to hold if they can to stop from getting a sack, because it's 5 yards instead of 6 or 7.
Okay. That makes sense.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I just didn't. I just want to welcome real quick. Damien is in the house. Corey Davis popped in. What's up, guys?
No, he's down.
I'm sorry, what happened?
CeeDee Lamb, it looks like he ran for a touchdown, but he's down by contact because he rolled over and his elbow hit the ground. Well, his forearm hit the ground. So he's down by contact.
Oh, okay.
The only thing that can touch the ground is the palm of your hand, essentially.
Uh-huh.
Your hand, and your bottoms of your feet and the sides of your feet. Nothing. Once anything else touches, and so his forearm touched.
And the freaking Rams cannot just defeat the Seattle today.
That is not a fucking touchdown. That is not a touchdown.
But anyway, I'm looking forward to see what Kyle does now with now that he has to improvise with Jimmy being out for the year. It sucks that he's out. We had such aspirations of a Super Bowl run, playoffs. We lost our starting quarterback for the year in Trey Lance. Jimmy came in, did pretty good, handled his business, carried us this far, supposedly. For those who want to agree with that or not, I'll leave that up to you. But he's out for the season. Now here comes Brock Purdy in. I don't know, man. I'm glad that we have this defense, and I'm glad that we have the run game. And hopefully Kyle can be creative and put Brock in good positions to just do enough to help us win games. And we're going to see going forward. But it's going to be tough, man. It's going to be tough going with our third string quarterback, especially a rookie, Mr. Irrelevant. So I keep repeating for those that hate it, Jimmy Garoppolo with a lot of hate that wish he wasn't here, wish he didn't play, wish this or wish that. Well, guys, you guys got your wish. Now we're gonna see a team without Trey Lance and without Jimmy Garoppolo. We're gonna see what this team is made of. Talk about going through adversity. This is a team that is going through that right now, and we'll see. Who do we have next? Tampa Bay, right? Who do we have after Tampa Bay? Do you know the schedule?
No.
Let me see if I can bring it up. 2022 schedule. Give me a second. All right, so we just beat. Okay, we have Tampa Bay, and then we go play at Seattle. That's going to be fun.
Oh, that's right. I do. Yep. Oh, speaking of which, I got to call my homie.
And
we got the tickets, bruh.
Oh, that's right. You're going to that game, and then the following that, Washington comes to Levi's. Then we go to Las Vegas, and then we finish the game with Arizona coming to Levi's. So, and I'm looking at those teams. I'm looking at the defenses more than the offenses. Seattle's defense is not that hot. The Commanders are pretty strong up front. The Bucks, they're up and down. You don't know what you're getting. The Raiders defense with Crosby, and he's a maniac, man. So I don't know, man. It's going to be interesting to see how we finish this season. But it sucks that we lost Jimmy. I don't care whether people liked him or not. I don't care if he was your favorite quarterback or not. It hurts to lose him. Why? Because we have a great defense. We have a great run game. And I like my chances better with Jimmy than I do with Brock, for sure. And I'm not trying to take nothing away from Brock. But it's just too much to ask a rookie like him to come in and take this team to the playoffs. Yeah, if he does, I'll be happy.
It's not really.
It'll be a Cinderella,
really.
But
if the scheme is right.
What's up, Raphael?
If the scheme is right, it's really not too much to ask. Think about it.
No. He does thread the needle pretty good, though. You see those balls he was throwing and tight windows?
He's got, like, what I think should be done is he should have certain plays that he knows exactly where people are going to be at a certain time, and he should be trained, like practice slants with people. You know what I mean? Like, boom, here we go. There we go. Boom.
And that's going to happen going forward, because now Kyle Shanahan is going to have to design plays specifically for Brock. He's going to have to scheme up players specifically to help out Brock. Bootleg, yeah. A couple bootlegs.
The naked
a lot of screens.
With our outside zone, it goes hand in hand, and we haven't been doing it. We didn't even do it when we had Trey Lance in the damn game. God, for such a genius, he's a fucking idiot.
Oh, Kyle? Yeah.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Yeah, Kyle can be a little too smart and too good for his own good. I hope Christian says, I hope Brock Purdy can prove us wrong and lead us to the. It's a big ask, bro. I mean, in a fantasy world, it's a beautiful Cinderella story. Develop it and think of this. But in real football, it's hard. It's hard to do it.
With the way the NFC's looking this year, depending on what seed we got and the route we got, we could probably get to the NFC championships with him.
Yeah, it's true.
Just saying.
What's up, Sergio? Welcome.
If you can get in the playoffs and Jimmy can only throw like 8 times in 2 games, and you can handedly just roast people, why can't you do it with Brock Purdy?
Yep. Yep. You know, that's a good point there, G9. Welcome. I just want to welcome G9 real quick. Niner Gang came in, and Sergio Cano came in. Welcome, guys, to the stream. What was the final? Hold on. All right, so Miami defense is not that great, but I believe Miami came in second place with the best offense, and they were only able to put up 17 points. You know, and that first, it's still a touchdown. I'm not taking it away, but that first touchdown was kind of a gimme, but it's still there. But 17 points, bro, to an offense that is as good as Miami. Forget about the defense. Forget about what the Niners did on the offensively against their defense. Strictly our defense based their offense. That was the conversation of the week, right? Can the 49ers defense stop this high-point offense? It kind of reminded me, bro, of the 1984 Super Bowl. I was there in Palo Alto where the Niners defense was okay, but Miami was coming in that season with Dan Marino as the number one offense. And I believe in that game, they were only able to put 16 points on our defense. So they got an extra point in this game. So we lost Jimmy, and that's something we're going to have to overcome. But you can't overlook how good this defense truly is. And having Eric Armstead come in, I mean, it's just, I have to give credit to D'Amico Ryans and what he's doing with this defense, man. This defense is ferocious. So, yes, can we go far? I think we can. Not because of Brock, but like you said earlier, because of a good defense that we have, and we have a good run game. And that can take us a long way, especially the way that the NFC teams are right now. If we were in the AFC, I would be hella more nervous. Not so much in the NFC. I mean, NFC.
I got you. No, like the year we lost to the Seahawks in the NFC Championship, and everybody, like I saw the odds for the Broncos to win the Super Bowl. I was like, is everybody stupid? Like the 49ers and the Seahawks had the best defenses in the league, and you saw what happened in that NFC Championship game. That was war. That was full-on war. I mean, Peyton Manning and his offense wasn't going to be able to stand up to what the defense, whatever defense at that point, was going to show him. He was not ready. They were trying to take people's souls. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And to the point where I thought about it. I thought about flying down to Vegas and putting all my rent money on the Seahawks because the point spread was so crazy. I was like, they're stupid. You know, if I go down there and get that odd, I will have more than rent. Like it's crazy. And yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I put myself on mute, so remind me if I forget to take it off. My birds are going crazy. I think they're still celebrating that Niner game. My wife opened up the front door, and the birds are right by it. And so if they're hearing birds outside chirping, can you guys hear my birds? By the way, can you hear my birds, Ryan?
I only heard them for a second right after you said, "Can you hear my birds?" Okay. So you're good.
Cool. I just won my earlier today I did a game prediction, and I was giving away. They had to be on the. I would have to go look at it. I can't pick the winner today or right now because I don't know who won. But I'm giving away either this one right here, this beautiful patch right here, or this bad boy.
Ooh, give away that one.
75. Well, they get to choose. Whoever wins gets to choose which one they want. So I'm gonna have to look at that. So those that play that are watching today, great for participating. It had to be YouTube. So I'm trying to build my YouTube channel. And for those that haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. Hit the like button. I'm trying to build it. Also, make sure to follow Ryan at No Border Sports. Help him. And I'm Aruna is your co-host, if I'm not mistaken. I'm always getting confused. Aruna, I'm always getting him confused with Amin Dream and the names. But it's Aruna that is your co-host, correct?
Yeah, Aruna.
Okay, so follow Ryan and Aruna at No Border Sports. They do a great job over there. So, Ryan, we're coming close to an hour. Give me 3 takeaways in this game that you like, that you saw, you know what, I like this. And give me 3 things you did not like.
The things I liked was, first thing, Greenlaw, Bosa. I mean, they were just playing their butts off today. So those are the things I liked. And then, well, I kind of want to give Kyle some props.
Okay.
Because I feel him working with Brock Purdy with such a clogged box, they stacked the box. And, Brock doesn't have an arm. But he was able to figure out things to work with Brock on the fly. You know what I mean? This is one of the worst situations. If Jimmy was to get hurt but limp out of a game and then we figure out, after the game, well, Jimmy's really hurt and he probably shouldn't have finished the game, but he did, and Brock's going to start the week. That's the best scenario. We didn't have that. I mean, the only thing Kyle had was halftime. You know what I mean? And he did a lot with it. So I'll give him his due there. But also, I didn't like that Jimmy got hurt, but I want to say shout out to Jimmy. I've been definitely harsh on you. Did not want to see you go like that, bro. Get better soon, as soon as possible, man. I hope you get a good shot at next season. I don't want to, I don't want him to have to spend another year out because of this, because he decided to come back. I think that would just be bad blood, and I don't feel good about that. Now, things I didn't like. I don't know if he understands how to use CMC sometimes, how he runs with him. Hit him with the zone, bro. I obviously didn't like the big shot plays that we gave up, but it also didn't lose us the game. So, and shout out to Robbie Gould.
Robbie Gould, yeah, the unsung hero.
There was one I didn't know if he was going to make, and
the penalty on George Kittle. They chose to take not to take the penalty, or I forgot how it was, but they backed up because they wanted to kill clock, and they put it would have been a better shot for Gold, but that just tells you that Kyle trusts his Gold.
Yep.
He trusts his Gold more than he trusts his Garoppolo, I'll tell you that much.
Well, as far as I've seen that I can remember, Robbie doesn't miss a kick around his range when you need it.
And that's what, 50 yards?
Yeah, and he's like money from 45 in. So anything over 45 is not given. And for some reason, he can nail him when it's the worst time, when it's all the things says you probably should. He nails those bad boys. And
yeah, this was a 48-yarder, and just to give Robbie props, in the postseason, he has yet to miss a field goal in the postseason in his career. That's an accomplishment.
Man's crucial. That's what I'm saying. He's like a robot out there. And when he misses one, I'm like, that's a good sign.
Yeah.
Because we don't need that.
Robbie Gould for the Niners have not missed a field goal attempt in the postseason, and neither has the Lions kicker. Oh, wait a minute. That's because the Lions never make the postseason. That's different. They don't make the postseason, so you're not gonna worry. Randy says under 50, he's money, and this was an 80-yarder, a 48-yarder. So, congratulations to Gold. I like those. For me, what I liked, I loved the way CMC was running. I love the way Jordan Mason came in and ran, and I love the way Debo ran the ball. I just love that determination on all three of those. I love that part where Trent Williams got ran over and he got in the way of CMC when he fell at the 2-yard line. But those are the things I liked. What I didn't like is obviously Jimmy getting hurt and losing him for the season. Didn't like that. I didn't like that Hufanga kind of blew that coverage. I understand you said it earlier. He's young. He's going to make mistakes. And I'm okay with it. I don't like it, but I understand he's a young kid. He's going to learn from that. He's going to look at this tape, and he's going to learn not to jump like that again. And that's part of learning. And the third thing I didn't like was how much they continue to hold Nick Bosa. They just keep holding him like crazy. But even with all those holds, Ryan, he got 3 sacks. Talk about his building his resume. He's at 14 and a half sacks this year already, today. I mean, this guy's building his career, man. I mean, his resume, not his career, but his resume to get paid in this offseason. The Niners are going to, I mean, every sack that I hear, you know what, he's like this? Because he's just like, more money coming my way. Definitely. So those are the things that I didn't like, and I liked. Those in the comments, do me this favor, show me what you guys like and dislike. I mean, we have 19 people in here strong. You guys are amazing. The 49ers are 8-4. They're still top of the division. Seattle won, but we're still one game ahead of Seattle. But the reality is we lost our starting quarterback, which was quarterback number 2. Now we're going forward with our third quarterback and a rookie to add to insult. Let's see what he does. Hopefully this defense doesn't get too tired with a lot of 3 and outs because of the rookie mistakes. I think Brock only made one mistake in this game. He only threw 1 INT, which it was kind of upsetting because I forgot who he has. Somebody open. I think he has CMC open for the first down, but he was trying to force it to a Uke, and then he threw that INT. But if you look back at that play, he had CMC clearly open for a first down. But that's going to be part of being a rookie, right?
Yeah. I was just thinking, like, maybe I should go down to the casino and put a bet on, or see if I can put a bet on the 49ers picking up Nate Sudfeld.
I think they're definitely going to reach out to him. He is available. He knows the offense, and if anything, we need a backup for Brock. So I wouldn't be shocked if Nate Sudfeld is in a 49ers uniform. Welcome, Joshua. Welcome. He says, what do you think about Jimmy out for the season? We talked about that already. Joshua, if you want to kind of go back and look at the beginning of the show, but just in a nutshell, it sucks. It really does. Whether you hate Jimmy, whether you love him, it still sucks because Jimmy knew how to run this offense. Jimmy's a pro. He's a vet. You lost all of that with Brock because he's a rookie. But I believe next week will be really a true test to see what we have in Brock. He did good today. I'm proud of him. But now that they have film on him, and now that he's going to practice all week, we're going to get a true test of what we have in him and what Kyle's going to do with him next week against the Tampa Bay Bucks. But what were your thoughts on Josh's question, Ryan?
No, like I said, we'll see. Time will tell. This is on Kyle now.
You think he'll be
The
up for the challenge? Not that he better. Do you think he will? Or you think Kyle's going
So
to screw it up?
I heard a great quote earlier. Somebody was talking about investing in Tesla. It was this billionaire, or the guy who tells billionaires how to have spend their money. And he said, I will never buy Tesla stock, but I'll never short it, which means I'll never buy it and hold it long, but I'll never bet against it. And, because I'll probably lose either way. You know what I mean? Either way I go, I'm down to lose. Because he said, don't ever underestimate a man who overestimates himself.
That's interesting, guys. That is
Because
interesting.
sometimes their big dreams, they will hit on every step to get to that thing. You know what I mean? It'll just be like that Cinderella dream. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. Man, I got killed on my fantasy football. My quarterback is Lamar Jackson, and he went down in the first quarter.
Yeah.
So
Shout out to Lamar.
Yeah, prayers for Lamar, man. He was my quarterback. Randy says just saw the sign. What? Just saw the sign behind Ryan. Yep. The Jimmy G has no trade value. Let's show the audience your sign, your drawing directly behind you, brother. Tell me a little bit about your drawing.
What do you mean drawing? You mean the painting?
Or painting, sorry. That's how much I know about stuff like that. Can't even tell the difference between drawing and painting. But I want to give you kudos. Nice.
For a Native American person, so I tried to just take different tones of browns and beiges and whatnot, and then kind of made it into an arrowhead. And then if you see here, this is hands dragging down, and it's kind of textured.
Oh, okay. Kind of like the nails pulling on dirt or a sheet.
Yeah. And it's exposing copper essentially, which is a precious metal and whatnot. So it's kind of like their land's being raped or taken from.
Oh, okay. Isn't that all dark there? But
oh, it gets even deeper. But I'm not gonna out people and stuff like that. Yeah.
Nice, bro. I just wanted people to see it. It's nice. And for those that don't know, my boy Ryan, he loves to paint. Very, very, very gifted in painting.
It's not done yet.
It's not.
No, okay. Hold on. This one's kind of cool. Like if you look at this one's also textured also. But if you look at, see all the texture on there?
Yeah.
But then the gradient in the colors, the gradient in the colors is the texture because I sprayed it from the side. And so it'll get the peaks and whatnot, but it won't spray inside the valleys as much. So it creates its own little thing. That's cool.
Randy says that your paint behind you reminds him of The Shining.
Oh, okay.
Show us that one in your hand. I didn't get a chance to see it.
So it's a 4-piecer. It's a 4-piecer.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah. It's a 4-piecer.
Nice.
There we go. There's that. So that's the bottom half.
Okay. That's nice. Love your work.
There we go. Let's see if we can somehow figure out how to.
And for those that don't like my Lakers, they won again. Lakers, baby. Oh, that's nice. That's a top half.
Yeah, that's the top half.
That's awesome. Oh, well, Ryan, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let everybody. I just wanted to come on in for an hour, talk a little bit about the
Oh, we're
win.
not doing the Sunday night show?
Well, it's already past the game. You should have reminded me.
It's going right now.
What time did it
You
start?
said you were going live 5:20.
Forgot about it.
That's what I thought we were doing, bruh. And then I realized,
I wouldn't have done this.
That's why I was telling you about the plays, and then I realized you were talking about Niners, and I was like, okay, let's do that.
No, I was. If you look at the title of this, is post game reaction.
Yeah,
totally free. Yeah, bro. I don't know what that is. I'm old, bro. My wife gets a kick out of me. I walk into my office to get, like, for example, to get my phone, and then I walk out with something else, and I leave my phone behind still. Yeah, bro. I'm not set up for that. We're probably gonna.
You're good.
Maybe Thursday. I can't say Monday night because we do our show with the guys on Monday, so I'm not gonna step over that. But Thursday we can do it.
Thursday night, my channel again.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, because so just so I can write this down, everyone. Thursday nights we're gonna go live on Ryan's channel, No Border Sports, and then Sunday nights, like tonight. Other than tonight, we would have went live on my channel. And this is why now I understand why you said that. I got your back. I'm like, but then you were referring to that. I totally lost, and that's my fault. But guys, listen, every Sunday night on my channel, we're going to do the Sunday Night Football. And then on Thursday nights, we're going to do it as well. Me and my boy Ryan. We're going to see if we have, it's going to be us two for sure. We may have guests. Those guests may be at the last minute, so we don't know. We can't say who they will be, but maybe we will, maybe we won't. But Thursdays night football, check out Ryan Borders, No Border Sports. Make sure you are subscribed to his channel. And then on Sunday nights, in exception than tonight, we'll be doing the games here on my channel. Yeah, I dropped that one, bro. I dropped that one like Jimmy dropped it on the floor. So that's on me. All right, guys. Everyone, thank you for watching. Have a wonderful night. And we'll see you hopefully on Thursday on No Border Sports channel for Thursday Night Football with my guest. And me probably a little bit tomorrow or Tuesday. God bless and good night. And we're out of here. Let me get my...